This is Kathy Lanzalaco from Inspire Careers. I am here with Sam Fedele. Exciting news about her brand new fabulous job. Sam was a participant in the Inspire Careers Student Professional Launch Program. And I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about her experience. And we're going to talk about her fabulous new job. But after people complete the program and they land their dream jobs, we like to bring you their stories and help inspire you to see if there is a new graduate in your life that might benefit from the program as well. Welcome, Sam.
Hi, Kathy. Thanks for having me. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. It's good to see you, especially the week before you start your fabulous new job.
I'm very excited to start it next Monday.
Well, why don't we start there? Tell us a little bit about your great job, and then we'll back into the program stuff. But tell us what you're doing. It's all good stuff.
Sure. So I'm going to be the territory manager of Rochester, New York for Hill's Pet Nutrition. And basically what I'll be doing is I'll be managing a total of 130 territories between veterinary clinics and pet supplies stores. And I'm just going to be making connections with veterinarians, these people that work at these supply stores, and really just putting out the good word that Hill's Pet Nutrition has to offer. And I love their mission. Their mission is to give pets or to provide pets and pet families with the longest and happiest lives possible. So I'm really looking forward to working for that mission and getting that word out there.
Well, it's so exciting because when we first started working together, let's talk about your tagline. I mean, let's talk about what you wanted. So, Sam, just walk us through a little bit. Tell us what college you went to, what your major was, and what you wanted to do. And then we'll talk about that intersection between you and Hills and why it's such a perfect job for you.
Sure. So I graduated in May with a bachelor's degree in business management and psychological science from Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute. And initially, when I graduated, I had a sales position and knew I wanted to continue somewhere in that realm and wanted to tie it in someplace having to do with pets just because that's really my passion. And I wasn't sure quite how to make that intersection, but the job that I ended up getting, like, it really does, it ended up tying the two together perfectly.
Well, but talk about that a little bit because when we went through this program and we created a fabulous resume for you, before we even got to that point, before you started going for jobs, we talked about the kind of work you wanted to do. We
Mhm.
clarified exactly what your gifts were, where your skills were, what you wanted. But what is the one thing you always told me that you wanted to do?
I really wanted to make a difference in the lives of pets.
You said that all the time. And we integrated that into your resume, we integrated it into your LinkedIn. It became your brand, didn't it?
It did. Honestly, looking at my resume and my LinkedIn now, like, I get happy because it really portrays my love for pets. And I think that employers saw that when I was applying to these positions.
Let's talk about that cover letter, shall we? Because there's a lot of controversy out there about cover letters, but I think your cover letter really kind of sealed the deal for you in terms of landing that interview. Just talk a little bit about how you kind of crafted that cover letter and what you think made the big difference.
Sure. So the cover letter, I was initially hesitant with the advice you gave me because you wanted me to be very open about my experience with pets and then tie it into how my passion for pets can really help Hills. And I was able to really make my cover letter so personal. And for this job that I ended up getting, I submitted a cover letter and the hiring manager messaged me back on LinkedIn within hours of me submitting it, thanking me specifically for submitting my cover letter. So just having, I think that including that personal experience with me and why I'm so passionate about animals and how they've helped me throughout my life really was probably the best advice I could have ever gotten to land myself in this field.
People just don't realize that they're so feeling that this job search process is so rigid, and it isn't. People still hire people. They
Mhm.
want to hear your story. There's how many people apply for jobs? Anywhere from between 200 to 2,000. What makes
Yeah.
you different? What makes you unique? Why do they know that you're going to put your heart and soul into the job? Because of your experience and how passionate you are about making a difference in the life of pets. It was brilliant.
Thank you. And I was hesitant about doing this too, but I even included a picture of me and my dog in the cover letter. And I think that just made it like that one level up. Like them being able to relate to me and really know who I am as a person. So just having that personable aspect on my cover letter was, it was perfect.
Yeah. And listen, folks, when you're watching this, so take away that cover letters are critically important. And that same picture she's referring to is on her LinkedIn profile. So we carried that through. And you're not supposed to put a picture on your resume. So everybody watching this, that's not what we did. It was on her cover letter. And they could have rejected it or not, but they did not. They found it absolutely enchanting. And based on all the other important, critical content that we shared about Sam and her experience, is collectively why they called her. And then once it all transpired in the interview and you went through several interview processes, within a matter of days, you had an offer letter.
I did. It worked out so great.
Yeah. And then, Sam, did I hear a rumor that you negotiated your salary?
I did negotiate my salary, and I wouldn't have had the confidence or been able to know how to go about doing that without your help. And they were very, because this is a sales position, they were very forthcoming with being willing to hear me out on why I wanted to negotiate my salary. And even though I didn't get a huge amount more, I was still able to negotiate, and I know that that's going to add up over the course of my lifetime. It's starting me off higher as my first professional job. So I'm so glad that I had the advice to be able to do that because of this program.
Yeah. Well, and I'm also going to put a little click in here for Hills in particular and for you. I mean, yes, you negotiated and you didn't get a massive increase, but you did get some. But I want to say that the salary, and we won't disclose it on here, but the salary that you got is more than a lot of mid-level professionals get. Like when
Thank
you
you.
apply at a higher company and you bring a high value to this company, that's where the magic happens. And really, for your first job out of school, it's kind of mind blowing what you're going to be making. You deserve every penny of it. And it's a
Thank you.
great company that is valuing you and paying you that. But that's why there was also very little wiggle room in there because they're paying you a lot of money. And you get commission on top of it.
And a company car.
Right? Love it, love it, love it. So, Sam, what was your favorite experience? We've been working together a couple of months now. Right before you graduated, actually, you reached out to me and we started working together. What was the couple of things in the program that you thought brought the most value to you?
Sure. So you helping me how to navigate LinkedIn and really utilize it as a social platform were were vital in my job search. I made so many connections with different people. I learned about so many different fields, and I was really surprised, even though I was like quote unquote like cold calling most of these people on LinkedIn, they were so willing to help me with my career search, even though I had no prior connection with them. And then also in the beginning of this process, you offered a lot of these more in-depth personality tests than I had ever taken. And they focused a lot on self-discovery. And I think that was just such a good start for the process, knowing how to continue it and really just go based on the strengths that these tests are proven to be able to like just know about you and get out of you.
And it also provides you the words to be able to speak during interviews, the language of
Yes.
recruiters and of hiring managers. And it treats you like the rising professional that you are and gives you those words and the context. And speaking of rising professional, we did some other things in here that the reason that we integrate them into the program, and I'm going to ask you to talk about them in a minute, but the reason we do that is because it helps in your job search. And this is all about teaching you how to build a career and to search for a job. But these skills will take you very far in the job that you're going to and beyond. So, like we did online networking together on Thursday mornings, right?
Yep. Yep.
And we also have a mastermind group that we work in, right? That we do through WhatsApp. Talk a little bit about your learning to develop relationships with the other people through networking and the other participants in this program.
For sure. Yeah. The networking group on Thursdays, even though it was early and I'm not a morning person, like these people were great to wake up. They were really great to wake up to. And they were all just so willing to help, even though they were in the same position, still looking for a job. I again, even like this wasn't through LinkedIn connections, but these people were able to connect me with other people who they thought they might be able to help if they weren't able to help me personally. So just a very welcoming community, and it was great to go to every Thursday. And then the mastermind group having met with people that are also in the same group working with you and seeing them go through the same process and go through the same like emotions during this process with their job search, it was great just being able to relate to them and have that sort of network to rely on. If I did ever get in a bind, I could just message them and be like, so what did you do for this? And they would tell me exactly what they did. And more often than not, it was very helpful, and I'd be able to use that exact advice in my process.
Yeah, we learn so much from each other. I mean, I'm involved in a mastermind group and, I'm a lot older than you, Sam, but as a business owner, I always need to learn from other people. So these are things that once you can start talking about them and you're involved in them and you learn a new technology, this is something you're going to continue to build on. And how much did you have to push yourself outside your comfort zone, Sam?
Like the entire time.
But was I with you the whole time where did you feel safe?
Oh, absolutely. I felt supported by you as well as the other people in the mastermind group, as well as the people that we would meet with on Thursday. There were just so many resources that I could have used as support, even though I was being pushed out of my comfort zone, because they were also being pushed out of their comfort zone. So it was a great group to be able to relate to.
All right. And in the end, it paid off, right?
Yes, it did.
And listen, this is the thing is this program is not just about finding a job, right? It really is about learning the process for growing up, for, how do you apply that degree and how do you learn to talk to people and how can now next time when you go for another job, you'll have these tools and you'll have these skills and now you're not gonna, you don't have to rely on other people. You know how to reach out to people. You know what to do, right? And you know how to collaborate with other people, which is absolutely something that is going to serve you well going forward. So that's fantastic.
No, absolutely. All of the things that I learned in this program were not just for finding my first job out of college. I have learned so many transferable skills and just learned a lot about myself that I'm able to start my professional career and have the confidence to move forward with it because it's where I belong.
Yay. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations, Sam. Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you.
your story with us today. And above and beyond everything, I am thrilled that you found a place that absolutely values you, but allows you to do the work that you always wanted to do. That was the first thing you said to me. You wanted to make a difference in the lives of animals. And this is what you're going to be able to do. So, congratulations. They're lucky to have you. This is a great place to start your career. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you so much. And I really appreciate your help throughout the entire process.
Ah, you're so welcome. All right, everyone. This is Kathy Lanzalacco from Inspire Careers. If you'd like more information about the Inspire Careers Student Professional Launch Program, please reach out. Let me know, and we can have a consultation for the new grad in your life that is looking for their dream job. Sam Fedele, good luck to you on your new job next week. Hope to keep in touch with you and hear more. We will keep in touch because I'll check in with you to see how things are going. But in the meantime, enjoy it. I hope you've been out shopping for some beautiful new outfits.
Of course, of course.
All right, good stuff. All right, thank you all. And until we speak again, live inspired.